What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Even though ain't nobody ever been here yet, but still, welcome back. Hope you're blessed. Hope you are humble. Hope y'all ready to talk some boxing. Cause I sure am. Spence versus Crawford. Actually, you know what? Spence versus Crawford, the ENNIS versus THURMAN. There is actually 4 fights to be made from all these fights. You got Spence versus Crawford. Then you can have ENNIS versus Crawford. ENNIS versus THURMAN, my bad. Then you got ENNIS versus Crawford. Then Spence versus THURMAN. So you potentially have 4 fights, but let's be reasonable. ENNIS versus THURMAN should happen. Boots has been calling Q Thurman out forever. Spence versus Crawford, that's going to happen. They're talking about it. It's in negotiations. It's a lot to be, a lot has to happen for that fight to happen. A lot has to happen for that fight to happen. So, Spence versus Crawford. Now, for that fight to happen, somebody's going to have to take the short end of the chain stick. And it's probably going to have to be Crawford. But just like Stephen Espinosa said, you still got to respect Crawford, what he has brought to the table, what he brings to the sport, and also his current position. On a segue, man, I hope y'all can hear me. I don't have my earbuds in. They are acting up. So I'm just using the audio from the phone. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Please smash that like button as you come in, and please let me know if y'all can hear me okay, man. Just send a message, say, yeah, I can hear you. All right, appreciate it. But like I said, man, like if Crawford gets, let's just say Bud gets between 40 and 45%, because Spence is going to get more. That's just what it is. But at the same time, you have to respect Terence Crawford, multi-division champion, pound for pound the best fighter in boxing. And I think, for real, Errol Spence's ego is kind of playing to the financial politics of this fight, because he knows that everybody says that he's pound for pound #1 in the sport. So therefore, financially, he's going to try to bully Terence Crawford. I mean, it's simple tactics. You don't have to read Sun Tzu, The Art of War, to see the play when it comes to the financial aspect of this fight. You really don't. Now, skill-wise, Errol Spence knows Terence Crawford can possibly destroy him. Sorry. I know you guys believe that Errol Spence, he's the stronger fighter, which he is. But Errol Spence, he's not the skill. He doesn't have better skill than Bud. I'm sorry, he doesn't. I thought about it. I've analyzed it. I looked at Errol Spence's style. Errol is very mechanical, but he is an expert at the fundamentals of boxing. Expert. But you need more than that to beat Terence Bud Crawford. You do. His power is an equalizer. But see, the thing about Spence's power and how he chops and breaks his opponents down, Terence Bud Crawford is not going to stand in front of Spence. He's not. Bud is smart. He's a better mover than Errol. But I will give Errol Spence credit. He cuts off the ring very well. But Terence Crawford, not only does he move well, he can punch off the back foot. He can punch on the move. So while Errol Spence is cutting off the ring, tracking Terence Bud Crawford down, he's also going to have to be on the defense. Now, that's something that he's going to have to learn. Now, you heard Derek James tell, especially after he beat Ugas, you know what I mean? Like, you got to get back in the gym. Because, see, Derek James, he knew in the back of his mind, and probably Spence did too, they knew that this fight was already in the works. They knew that this fight was possibly, depending upon how Spence looked against Ugas, which he did look good, but he did get caught. And I seen some things in that fight. If Ugas had that killer instinct, like when Errol with his mouthpiece came out, that was Ugas' opportunity. Ugas blew his opportunity to get ahead in that fight. When his mouthpiece came off, this is Errol Spence, and Ugas caught him, Ugas should have been on him, period. He let the ref get in there and stop it before Ugas could even get on it. And that's what Ugas messed up. And that also showed that the reffing in that fight was also a little bit shaky, because the ref, if Ugas would have jumped on Errol Spence, he should have let him fight. Because it's not Ugas' it's not Ugas' fault that Errol Spence's mouthpiece is jacked up. Ever since the accident, we all know that Errol had to get his mouth reconstructed because he sustained serious damage from the accident. So therefore, the mouthpieces that he has or have to get, they have to be custom. So therefore, that's not Ugas' fault. So he should have got on Errol. When Errol started having no mouthpiece issues, he should have beat the shit out of Spence. Period. You seen Errol flying to the ropes. If that was Terence Crawford, Terence would have been on Spence. He would have been on Errol so fucking quick. And not only he would have been on Errol, he would have fucked Errol up on the ropes. He would have did the same thing that Errol Spence does to all his opponents when we get on the ropes. Bud would have did that shit to Errol. He would have fucked him up. And see, that is what Errol Spence knows. He knows that Bud is smart. And not only is Bud smart, Bud is aggressive. And if Spence happened to hurt Bud is like Manny Pacquiao, dog. If you catch Manny with a shot, you see Manny clapping his gloves, telling you, come on. That is Bud. Bud has that dog in him. If Spence hurts Bud, don't look for Bud to fold up. Don't look for Bud to look at the ref and say, you know what, please come save me. No. Bud is a dog. You may see Bud switch, because we all know when Bud gets caught, he switches to a southpaw. When he switches to a southpaw, that's when he goes to work. Woulda, coulda, what? Aaron, what's going on, bro? Woulda, coulda, what? What you mean? You gotta explain that comment. Woulda, coulda, what? What you mean? Would Spence do something? Would Bud do something? What you mean, woulda, coulda? Look like we might got a Spence fan. Keep in mind, I'm a Spence fan too. But see, that's the thing, man, when you're talking about Spence and Crawford from an analyst point of view, and my favorite word, I like to say a fanalysis, because even though we're fans of both of these fantastic competitors, we also have to be fair and analyze what they both bring to the table. And then that's when you have to look at it from a fanalysis point of view, from the aspect of being a fan and from the aspect of being an analyst. You know what I mean? Because you have to look at what both of these guys are bringing to the table. You got to look at what Bud is bringing to the table. You got to look at what Spence is bringing to the table. Both of these guys have fantastic corner. Derrick James is a fantastic coach. Bo Mack, here's also the equalizer for Bud. Because Bud not only has Bo Mack, Bud has like 2-3 different coaches in his corner. And they all see the fight and they all study Errol from different angles, from different point of views. They all see different things. They all may watch the same footage. They all may watch the same fight. They all may watch the same tape. But the way they break it down and analyze is 3 different perspectives. So now besides Bud also filtering, analyzing, and breaking down that information and that data, his team also does it. So they're also bringing that feedback back to Bud, and then they're formulating a plan and they're plotting on, so what they're going to do as far as their strategy. Okay, talking what Bud would do, have done, we can speculate. Oh, hold up. Oh, man, what the fuck? I tapped the comment and shit, man, and it made, hold on, bro. Let me see if I can bring that shit back or something. Yeah, there we go. Talking about what Bud would have done, we can speculate all day. That shit is why the fight needs to happen. To stop all the speculation. I agree. That's why the fight needs to happen, to stop all the speculation. But until the fight is made, the thing about speculating is to be analytical about it. You know what I mean? Don't just be hypothetical, be analytical. You know what I mean? Look at it from a relevant and a factual point of view, because somebody has to lose. And I said this before, man, like, in my opinion, I believe this fight has the makings to be a trilogy. And the only one that ever spoke on this so far to date is Sean Porter. Like, I think it was last week he was having an interview with, I don't know, I remember if it was Fight Hub or Fight Hype. And Sean was talking about this fight has the makings to be a trilogy. And I said, man, what the fuck? I said, was Sean watching some of my shit? Because I heard nobody talking about this fight has the makings to be a fantastic trilogy. And if you think about it from a trilogy point of view, look at the age of Bud, you look at the age of Errol. Both of these guys are on their way out of the division. We know once they leave the division, Jaron Ennis will reign. He will reign supreme. But we'll get to that. But Spence and Crawford, they're going to be moving up. So why not finish your time in the welterweight division fighting each other? And y'all both going up to 54 because Bud, he wants to fight Jermell Charlo. And if he fights Jermell Charlo, and hypothetically, if he beats Jermell Charlo at 154, you don't think Errol Spence is going to try to fight him again at 54 to avenge his brother, fellow Texan, even though originally none of them is originally from Texas. Errol's originally from New York. You know what I'm saying? But that's a different story. But you don't think that the Spence is going to try to, you know what I mean, avenge that Charlo loss to Bud and then get another crack at the titles or undisputed titles? I mean, come on. I mean, this fight has so many narratives that it's fucking ridiculous. And there's so much money that can be made from this fight that is fucking ridiculous. That's why I don't know, nobody should price themselves out, namely Errol Spence. Yes, you can get more in the first fight. And the second fight, okay, naturally, the winner is going to get more. And then the third fight, especially if the first fight and the second fight was good, the third fight, I ain't gonna say make it a 50-50, but just how you made it marginally close in the first fight, out of respect, if the numbers are good, especially pay-per-view, you should do the same thing in the third fight. And then after that, the victor rides off into the sunset, and then everybody moves up to 154, and then y'all go play at 154. And now with Danny Garcia being at 54 now, who knows? You know what I mean? Danny Garcia could possibly get a rematch with Errol Spence at 54. I think he loses that fight again, but he could possibly get a rematch at 54. I'm telling y'all, the narratives of this fight is fantastic, y'all. I'm telling you, it's so many, not only fights, and this is just at 47. Think about that. Like I said, you got Spence Crawford. You got Spence versus Crawford. Then you could have Ennis versus Thurman at 47. And you can have Ennis versus Crawford. If none of this shit pan out, hopefully the fight don't break up. But you still got Ennis versus Crawford. And when Buzz sat down with Showtime a couple of weeks ago, unfortunately, I'm doing this from my phone, so I can't show y'all the footage because I do have a piece of that footage segmented that I can show y'all, man. But just go up and go back, check out a couple of my videos, mostly shorts, and you can see that footage of what I'm talking about. And it was a beautiful interview, man. Bud, he sat down with Showtime, and they was talking about, they was asking Bud, number one, they asked him a couple of great questions. They asked if you were handling Jaronennis, how would you move him? That's a fantastic question. So now Terence Crawford is putting on that promoter hat. Now he's putting on that promoter hat. And he said, you know what? If I was moving if I was moving Boots, he said, whatever he want to do. That says a lot. What he's saying is basically, look, he's good enough to fight anybody, namely myself. And he also spoke on that. He said, you know what, if that fight comes across my table in the future and it makes sense, He said, I'm taking it all. Now, see, I don't know if that was a stab at the financial aspect of it. You know what I mean? Like, and if it is, in my opinion, I know for a fact Boots ain't gonna give a damn. He ain't gonna care about, you know what I mean, or if Bud get the bigger check. He don't care. He just want that shot. He want that recognition that I beat you. Because see, that's the beautiful thing about, like, people don't realize that, man. Like, there's nothing wrong with going to get the bag. There's nothing wrong with that. But let your team do that. As a fighter, your job is to go in there and you should want to fight the best. And if your talent is on par with the elites of whatever division that you are in, your talent will speak for itself. Your talent will make sure that you get the bag. And with Boots, when you have guys like Spence, every time he has an interview, they bring up Jaronennis. When you have guys like Terence Crawford, when they interview him, they bring up Jaronennis. Come on, man. That is the elite. That is the best of the best. That is pound for pound the best fighters, not only in the division, but in all of boxing. And when they are mentioning your name with these dudes who are also potential Hall of Famers down the line, come on, man, that says a lot about your style and your, you know what I'm saying, your ability, excuse me. And Boots, I mean, I told y'all before, I want Boots to fight everybody because I believe in this. I'm not just being biased because I'm from Philly, not at all. I'm looking at it just from a skill standpoint, y'all. I'm telling y'all, real talk, no pun intended. But Jaron Boots Ennis can bang with, first of all, he beat Spence. And I think he beat Spence kind of easy. But Terence Crawford will give Boots problems. And I think Bozy, his pop / trainer, also spoke on that. Between the two, the one that would give Boots problems is Bud. Because Bud can also switch. And like I said, Bud, he has a lot of tools. He has a lot of tools. Some of the things the Boots can do, Bud could also do. And more importantly, Bud is a smart fighter. Bud is a smart fighter. So you can't put Bud in the ring with Boots and like you look at and think that what Boots did to all the rest of his opponents, like he gonna fuck them, like he gonna fuck Bud up. Like no. And I even know that. I even know that shit. Like that shit ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like the fight between him and Bud will be fucking historic. And you know what? That will be a passing of the torch. That is what that fight will be. With Terence Crawford and Jaron Boots Ennis, when, if, and how they fight, and that fight happens and it plays out. If Jaron Boots Ennis is successful in that fight, that will officially be the passing of the torch. Right now, I will honestly say, and I'm not necessarily, going to say it is the passing of the torch, but I will say, as far as Terence Crawford leaving the top-ranked platform from a skill perspective, I will say he passed the torch when he left top rank to Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying? Who also trains with Bud. He also trains with Bo Mac. You know what I mean? So when this is Bud, when he left top rank, he gave him Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying? He gave Keyshawn Davis that platform and that opening to go in the top rank, especially as a young Olympic talent that has great talent, great ability. To go in there and make his mark. And that is exactly what Keyshawn has done so far. He has went in there fight by fight, and he has looked very good, very polished to be young. And like I said, man, he's going to be a problem moving forward. So that's one thing I give top rank. Bob Arum, number one, he ain't stupid. You know what I mean? He is. People forget. Bob Arum is also an attorney. He's a lawyer, very smart guy. So he knows an asset when he sees it. Okay, if I lose an asset, I'll be a fool not to make sure that I don't have something on the back end. Or if it's just smart business, if you can work out something with the asset that you're losing, hey man, you know what I mean? Like, and don't get this twisted. A lot of people may not talk about it, but best believe that Terence Crawford has something to do with Keyshawn Davis going to top rank. Believe that. They're not going to talk about it because they want to prolong that narrative of there's some type of beef. You know what I mean? That's just business. That's the business of boxing, what he's going through with Bob Arum. That's just business. But best believe that some point down the line, Terence Crawford will be fucking with Bob Arum again. Come on, man. Bob Arum is one of the capital names in boxing. Top Rank ain't going nowhere. So he's not going to shut them out. He's going to take care of whatever legal or legalities that he had with Bob Arum. And after that, trust me, when everything is, you know what I mean, all the legalities are settled, checks is issued and all that, best believe Terence go fuck with him again. It's just smart business. It's not personal. But moving forward, let's touch on real quick Jaron Boots Ennis and Keith Thurman. Now, Boots called Keith Thurman out, y'all, like 2-3 years ago or more. You know what I mean? And Keith Thurman had an interview, and at first, and they fucked Keith Thurman up, because at first they was like, they were, hold on, Boots ain't going to do nothing because nobody wants that smoke. I can't say, you can't say that. Even though you sound like Sergey Lipinets, because when he beat the hell out of Lipinets said the same thing. He said, you know what, man? He said, ain't nobody going to want to fight this young guy. And that not only is that real, but that's true. You got to look at it. Boots has been calling these guys out forever. And people talk about every fight that he fight, even including Castillo Clayton, all these guys are step-up fights. And what has he done? He has went in there and dismantled every single last one of them. That's not Boots' fault. You can't blame Boots because he fucking nice. You know what I mean? If the top guys don't want to step up because they know it's risk versus reward. So, I mean, we not dealing with throwback fighters, you know what I'm saying, who just, like, you know what I mean, fuck it, I don't give a fuck who it is, put them in the ring, and we going at it. I don't care about the money. Boxing ain't like that no more. And that's one thing, there again, I would like to point out about Boots. He said he's trying to bring that back. He said, I'm trying to bring that old school style of fighting back, where the best fight the best, you know what I mean? It ain't about the bag, it's about the best fighting the best. Because see, when you always knocking off champions, when you always knocking off the best of the best, I mean, the money is going to come. You know what I mean? That is what's going to draw people in, especially we're looking at a boxing atmosphere post-COVID, even though that shit is still going on. But when the Rona and shit first initially jumped off, that fucked the box office up. Matter of fact, that shut the gate. You know what I mean? Because nobody, you know what I mean, you couldn't go to arenas. That's when DAZN had a little run. And then Top Rank and ESPN started to get on their heels because they started to really push the networks and the views and all that shit, streaming the fights through the apps, which they still do. But now that the venues and everything are starting to open back up, you're starting to see less of those quote-unquote streaming wars. You know what I mean? They're still present. Those numbers are still prevalent. But now that things are kind of eased up a little bit, they're trying to get the fans coming back. You know what I mean? They want basically people coming back, because a fight is not a fight if you don't have, in my opinion, you know what I mean, you don't have thousands and hundreds of people in that arena losing their damn mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is what boxing is about. Boxing is a gladiator sport. You know what I mean? As they say, what my man Russell Crowe say, are you not entertained? You know what I mean? Like, this is what boxing is about. Boxing is a gladiator sport. It takes a gladiator to go into that ring and put your life on the line. You know what I'm saying? So when people talk about like boxers is this, boxers is that, some boxers is fucking scared. People be like, some boxers ain't scared. That's bullshit. Some dudes are afraid because they know their skill level may not be elite, and if they lose, they may get knocked all the way down. And then with the way boxing is now, boxing is a status quo kind of thing. If you are not a favored fighter, not a favorite fighter, but a favored fighter, you know what I'm saying, and you lose, you're gonna, I mean, I don't give, especially if you're not with somebody like PBC, like prime example. You look at Boots is nice. My point is, he can't prove himself any further if nobody wants that smoke. I agree. So Boots will give everybody hell. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah. He can't prove himself. That is why he just got finished saying this himself. I believe it was the Boxing Voice. They went to Philly. You know what I mean? They went down to the dungeon, and they was interviewing with you know what I'm saying, with Boots. And he was like, you know, basically saying the same shit you just got finished saying, my brother. Matter of fact, what's your name? Aaron. It's my nephew name, Aaron. You know what I'm saying? And Will Smith from Philly, so you got Aaron Smith. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay, A, I'm gonna call you A. So, all right, A, check it out. Like, Boots said the same thing. He's like, I can only fight who they put in front of me. And that's true. You can only, you know what I'm saying? You can't make dudes sign contracts. You can't do it. You know what I mean? Showtime, Steven Espinoza, when they signed Jaron Bruce Ennis, you know what I'm saying, to that deal, that pretty much showed the PBCs, the top ranks, whoever, that showed them that even though this guy is quote unquote, he doesn't even have a title yet, and he's already out here signing deals with Jordan. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Showtime. Jaron Bruce Ennis low key is doing a lot of big things. You know what I'm saying? A lot low key. So these sponsors, these venues, they see the potential. So Boots, the only thing he can do is keep fucking up who they put in front of him, because you know he won't. Matter of fact, here's another thing, and I said this too. When he get a title, just watch. When Jaron Boots Ennis get a title, watch he still have to go through the same shit. Watch. Nobody's still going to fight him. The whole narrative is going to be like, okay, he's not a fighter. Excuse me, it's not that he's not a fighter. Excuse me. He doesn't have anything to offer. You know what I mean? As I said, risk versus reward. So once he gets a title, watch people still be bitching. Watch people still not want to sign that contract. Watch. I'm telling you. So that's why the top guys, they know. And like I said, going back to the Bud Crawford interview when he spoke with Showtime, Bud was like, look, this dude deserves to fight, and he's ready for the elite of the division. This is Terence Crawford himself saying that, you know what, this guy is ready for me. And low key, that is the same thing as Bud Crawford saying that low key, he has an opportunity, if he fought me, to beat me. For Terence Crawford to put Jaron Boots Ennis on that level of an elite fighter, y'all, of an elite fighter, and he has not even won a championship yet, that says a whole lot. And see, Spence does not talk about Jaron Boots Ennis like that, because Spence knows that if he fought Jaron Boots Ennis, that he will beat him. Let's see, Bud can give Jaron Boots Ennis that praise and that props because he knows that he is talented, but at the same time, he knows the Boots can beat him, but at the same time, he knows that Bud knows that he can beat Boots, and I can honestly say that. But when you talk about Jaron Ennis versus Errol Spence, yes, that would be a good fight. Yes, it will be a good fight. But Boots beats Spence, man, I'm telling y'all. People forget to realize, they talk about Spence power and all that. People forget to realize, man, Jaron Boots Ennis is a big welterweight, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He is just as big as fucking Errol, if not bigger. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Spence. People fail to realize that Jaron Boots Ennis himself says that he wants to clear out 147, then he wants to go to 154 and clean out 154, then he's going to go to 60 and do the same thing, and then he may end up and finish his career at 168. Can y'all imagine that? If he goes through all these different divisions, you know what I mean? And he clears out all these different, and when I mean by clear out, I means that, well, he's saying that he wants to be undisputed at 147, at 54, at 60, and 68. So you're talking about a 4-division undisputed world champion. Not a 4-division undisputed champion. 4-division champion. No. Jaron Boots Ennis wants to be a 4-division. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He wants to be a 4-division undisputed world champion. That is what he wants his legacy to be in boxing. And he has the skill set and the mind frame to do it. Jaron Boots Ennis, he stays in the gym, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If he fights on Friday, Monday he's back in the gym. Monday he's back in the gym. He's either training, he's either helping somebody spar, or he's putting on a coaching hat and he's helping guys on the mitts and all that. Cool boy Steph, you know what I mean? Also one of the, you know what I mean, one of the champions in Philly. Cool boy Steph be over there working with Jaron Boots Ennis. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, Danny, I don't think Danny Garcia was working with Boots this past camp, but I know that Danny, he works with Cool Boy Steph sometime, because Cool Boy Steph also goes to Danny Garcia's gym in Philly, and he be putting in some miles in the gym in Danny Garcia's gym. I'm not too sure if Danny Garcia spends time over there where Boots is at. Because keep in mind, man, like where Boots is at, where their gym is at, that gym is in the fucking trenches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot the name of the YouTube boy who be talking about boxing too. And he went to Philly, and he went over there and checked Boots out at the gym. And you know what I'm saying? Like, they was on some shit like this. You know what I mean? Like, they kept on looking left and right, like their head was on a swivel. Because, you know what I'm saying, like, Philly, man, especially right now, y'all, like, and then, I mean, on some real shit, like, the shit breaks my heart, man, because it's like Philly is on fire, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time that I turn my fucking head and I be looking at news clips and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you be seeing, like, motherfuckers be getting clipped left and right, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, now, it's a lot of kids, it's a lot of women getting fucking bagged and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is bananas. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers is getting clipped left and right. So people head was on their swivel. Like, they going to the gym to interview Boots, but at the same time, like, they know they in a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, they in a war zone. So motherfucker, even Boots, if you watch the videos and you watch Boots himself, Boots be like, you know what I'm saying? Even Boots be on this fucking swivel. It ain't got nothing to do with being scared. It's about being smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's great. As the city as Philadelphia is, man, it's the birthplace of the Constitution. I mean, home of Ben Franklin. So many phenomenal fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? From Bernard to Joe Frazier. You know what I'm saying? To, the list goes on. I mean, Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Boots, Cool Boy, J Rock. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's like Kevin Farmer. You know what I'm saying? Like, the list goes on, man. Like, when it comes, you talk about fighting cities, shit. You can't talk about a fighting city in Philadelphia not be top 3, if not number 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, Philly is, I say this shit all the time, dog. Like, Philly don't raise no scrubs. If you want to get work, if you a fighter, up and coming fighter, and you know what I'm saying, or it don't matter if you're up and coming, you can be elite level, and you trying to find somewhere to get work, shit. Go to Philly. Boots tell motherfuckers that shit all the time, man. Come to the gym. I'm right here. Bud over Boots. Questionable. I believe Bud will retire first before Boots. I'm glad I figured out how to read these bitches. Bud over Boots. Question. I believe Bud will retire first before Boots lights that fire. But by the way, they called me a... What do you say? They called me what in college? They called me A in college, so you know. Okay, I got you, bro. Yeah, okay. You said Bud over Boots is questionable. I mean, I think Bud can beat him, just like Boots can beat Bud. I ain't saying it's automatic, you know what I mean, but it is. That's honestly, you know what I mean, when you talk about the top, when you talk about the top guys, the top guys, which is only fucking Crawford and Spence. Then after that, you got Boots and Virgil. And I know Virgil is undefeated. He got a knockout for every victory. But I'm telling you, y'all, like, Virgil can't fuck with Boots. And between Spence and between Crawford, Virgil, I think he'll get Spence a good fight, but Virgil can't fuck with Bud. Bud will beat the shit out of Virgil. You know what I'm saying? But Virgil and Spence, that would be a good fight. You know what I mean? Because, like, style, as they say, style make fights. Virgil style with Errol style. Oh yeah, that'll be an entertaining fight. But I believe Spence beats him. I think Spence is stronger than Virgil. As strong as Virgil is, you know what I mean? I think, you look at it like this. Virgil, looking at his frame, his style and all that, he probably won't go any higher than probably 54. Most of his career is going to be between 47, and he may balance out and end his career at 54. He doesn't have the frame to go up to 60 at all. So Virgil, he'll be a good 54 pounder. He'll be a good 54 pounder. I think I bit my fucking lip. I think I bit my lip, but fuck it. That's what fighters do. Take blood, baby. Keep on talking, keep on rolling. But Virgil, yeah, I did. I bit my fucking lip. But fuck it. But Virgil, he can't fuck with Boots. He can't fuck with he can't fuck with Bud. And when he had that fight, and then he backed out because he had what the fuck? Oh, they said that he had whatever that fucking condition is and shit. I knew that Virgil, and I'm not saying that he was lying, but it just I just got a feeling when Virgil like backed out of that fight. Like it had some semblance of truth, but at the same time I also sense some bullshit with it. You know what I'm saying? So like I think like Virgil, he's talented, but I don't see him, he doesn't have that I'm going to reign once I get on top. He doesn't have that type of energy and vibe. I don't get that from Virgil Ortiz. I think once Virgil Ortiz has his first loss, it's really going to show us who Virgil Ortiz is. And if he sustains that loss against a superior talent like Boots, like a Crawford or Spence, and they really pick him apart or knock him out, I think Virgil is going to have a fucking moment, and he may dip off for like a fucking year and then come back. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's going to fuck him up. Some fighters, once they lose, they get fucked up. Prime example, Adrian Broner. As talented as AB was, and he had the whole problem thing going, people saying he's the next Floyd Mayweather, and all that bullshit. But once he got in there with Maidana, and Maidana fucked him up, that was it. Mentally, AB was fucked up. He was fucked up. I told people, I did the video about it. I did like a little series talking about his losses, not to really point out Adrian Broner's losses, to point the finger like no. But I really wanted to let people know, because I'm a fan of Adrian Broner. A lot of people don't give a fuck about AB. They say he's this, he's that, he fucked up his career, his life. Look, everybody go through shit in a life. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you're a fighter or not. Everybody goes through shit. And the type of person, man, that AB is, like, AB is the kind of brother, man, like, he speak his fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't give a fuck if it's Floyd. He don't give a fuck who it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, he speak his mind. And people with that type of passion is always going to have problems. But those type of motherfuckers, me personally, I can respect. Because, see, I'd rather you say whatever you got to say to my face than speak behind my back like a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, AB is like that. AB will say whatever the fuck he want to say, he'll say it to whoever the fuck he want to say it to. And see, end of the day, if you real, you gonna respect that. And a lot of people don't fuck with AB because he put that shit on his sleeve. But see, if you're a real one, you'll look at it like, you know what? Like, end of the day, like, he say what he say, but you gotta respect that. With Spence, you gotta knock him. Otherwise, I don't see anybody getting a decision over him. Due to his work rate, yep, Spence is used to outscoring, outpointing his opponent's Olympic style. I agree. I agree 100,000. Well, hold up. Hey, hold up. I agree, but I'm gonna point this shit out. Sean Porter. Arguably Sean Porter, he fucking beat Errol. If Sean Porter glove didn't touch the canvas briefly, and see, this what people don't just go back and watch the fucking fight, man. You know what I'm saying? When Errol, see, and we'll fuck Sean Porter up. It's Errol caught him at the right time. He caught him, you know what I mean, when Sean Porter was lunging in. So his body was like offset. He wasn't standing straight up. Sean Porter was like this, and the tip of my fingers being his head. So exactly, you know what I'm saying? So when when Spence caught him, you know what I mean? Like Sean Porter equilibrium, he was off position. So if Errol really tagged him, Sean Porter would have fell right on his fucking face. The fact that he caught himself and his glove barely touched the floor, this showed that yes, he did catch him with a nice shot, but he was more off balance than hurt. The fight would have been a draw if not for that knockdown. Exactly, Tyrone. Who said Trey Sean Edwards? Trey, exactly. And see, when I be saying this shit to folk, like people be like, nah, Errol fucked him up. Nah, Errol. Like, what fight was you watching? You know what I'm saying, dog? Trey, hey, check it out, cause y'all on point. When you go back and you watch that fucking fight, go back and watch that fucking fight. Anybody. I tell anybody, go back and see it. Some people, they was real enough to go back and watch it. They came back and told me, like, you know what, dog? Like, you was right. Go back and watch that fight. And after the fight, when they're about to call out, we'll see who got their hand raised and shit. Watch Errol Spence's face. Watch his face. You saw for the first time in his career, for the first time after a fight, Errol did not know, number one, that he was going to get his hands raised. And number two, you seen supreme doubt on Errol Spence's face. You really seen like Errol was like, I can lose this shit, yo. Like, I can fucking lose this fight. And Sean Porter, like, he kind of took over in the 10th, 11th, or 12th. I mean, when you really think about it, are you confusing him taking over with just his general work rate? Remember, y'all said it, y'all just got finished saying it. His work rate is fucking ridiculous. So, and the thing with Spence, he maintains that work rate from bell to bell. From round 1 to round 12, Errol Spence has a fantastic work rate. It's not that he picks it up in the championship rounds. He's just able to continue that same pace throughout the championship rounds. Yes, Def, by work. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, his work rate, this is Errol Spence, is just fucking incredible. You know what I mean? So if you ain't got a fucking gas tank, yeah, he has great stat. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then the fact that that's why Spence had to put that bottle down. And exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like, after he got the fucking eye injury and shit, I spoke about this too. After he got the fucking eye injury, I'm glad that he really got on track and was like, you know what? Let me get a fucking dietitian. Let me get somebody in here making my fucking meals and shit and get this shit. Because you know Derrick James is already there. That's half the battle. Having a good coach that will get in your fucking ear and tell you, like, look, you got to get your mind right. You can't go fucking around and shit doing this, that, and third. No. Watch the Ugas fight. And I thank God, and God bless the cameraman, that got right up on him and Derrick James, and you actually heard Derrick James say that shit. Like, look, we got to get back in the gym. You see what I'm saying? We got to get back in the gym. God bless Derrick James. You know what I'm saying? One of the best coaches in boxing. He deserves his roses while he can smell them, because he's a phenomenal and fantastic coach. Not only because he teaches his fighters, you know what I'm saying, the fundamentals, man, but because he supports them mentally and he wants them to do well. So what about Boots versus Stanionis? What do you think about that fight? I mean, Stanionis is good too. Matter of fact, Stanionis, that is the two fights that that Bozy said that can possibly happen. The Stanionis fight and Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Because with with the WBC elevating Keith Thurman, who knows how that fucking magical shit happened over Boots and Virgil to number one. You know what I'm saying? Like, but still, I mean, Stanionis is nice, but I believe that honestly, and I'm not even going to call Stanionis a step up fight because I only seen like I think like one or two Stanionis fights, but he's solid though. He's solid, and I believe that that will be because I mean looking at their styles, that would be a good fight. That would be a good fight. I think we'll probably see a more patient Jaron Ennis, and for that matter, Stanionis, because you cannot fight Jaron Ennis and not know that it's a high probability you're getting stopped or knocked out before the 6th round. Jaron Boots Ennis is damn near 30-0, and all of his fights have ended before the 6th round. From round 1, like when he fucked up Delorme, and I'm saying like between round 1 and round 6, that is your window. If you are an opponent of Jaron Boots Ennis, your window of opportunity is from round 1 to round 6. And why is that? Is because, like I said, simple. Every fucking opponent that he's had so far has been defeated before the 6th round. I got Boots by TKO in the 12th. Damn. So you saying that Stanionis is gonna be he's gonna be the one to take Boots the distance? That's high fucking praise. That's high praise for Stanionis. And see now, matter of fact, I think that was Trey. Yeah, that was Trey. See now, what you gonna do, Trey? See now, what this gonna happen, right? See now, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch more of Stanionis fights, because that's fucking high praise. Because from what I've seen, I put it to you like this: even if that fight will go past the 6th round, I still don't got that fight going the distance. So if you got Stanionis going 12, maybe it's something that I miss. So I'm gonna go back and I'm going to watch more of Stanionis. And you know what? I appreciate you for even saying that, because I should have done my due diligence, and I should have watched more Stanionis fights. So I not only appreciate your comment, also I appreciate you being here, my brother. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch that. He's very durable. Okay. And he's gonna have to be durable. He's gonna have to be durable. Because Boots is going to beat the brakes off his ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? Boots is going to chop his ass down like a fucking lumberjack in the wintertime, boy. So he going to have to be durable. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch more Stanionis fights. Okay, you said he's durable? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch a few more of his fights. You know what I mean? Instead of just nitpicking, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna watch his last, I'm gonna say 3 or 4 fights, and then I'm gonna really, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna really look at not only what he has done, but how he has built his skill set up into right now, and then I will better be able to gauge what he is going to bring into the fight. Because just like they're talking about possibly Thurman and Spence and Stanionis, I believe that Stanionis as well, him and his team, they are talking about Boots, like it's a possibility we're gonna fight this man. So they're already working on that game plan. And see, the difficult thing about that is that, like I said, Boots can switch. And the fact that not only he can switch, but he has power in both hands. So it's hard with a fighter like that. It's hard to game plan. It's hard to strategize. You just have to, number one, be in the best shape of your life. That's number one. And number two, you're going to have to work on your movement. What do you think about Chris Colbert? Oh, my God, bro. When I seen motherfucking Chris Colbert and Gary Russell going at it, you know what I'm saying? And Chris Colbert, man, you know Chris Colbert be talking shit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, my motherfucker jumped right down the street. When Chris Colbert said that shit, I was done. You know what I'm saying? I said, and all the shit that Gary Russell, but see, I gotta be real and I gotta be fair. Gary Russell, he did just had a surgery shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to get his shoulder and shit fucked up. But you know what? To a degree, I ain't giving Gary Russell a fucking pass because he had ample time to get that shit right. You know what I mean? Shit is hilarious, right? Because he lost his fucking title to Pacquiao, and motherfuckers was salty about this shit. Like, why? You know what I mean? You talking about your shoulder and all that kind of shit. Like, bro, you could have been got your shoulder and shit right. Don't blame nobody because you didn't want to get your fucking shit chopped up and get your shit ready to go into this fight so you can be 100%. That ain't nobody's fault but yours. Now he got the shoulder and shit right. But guess what? Now you're not a champion. You know what I mean? So now you're going to have to work your way back up. And it was already hard for you to get the fights that you wanted before. And now you're not even a fucking champion. You know what I'm saying? So now I got Gary winning 8-4. 8-4 against Chris Colbert. I'm gonna tell you why. You could be right. You know what I'm saying? It's because Chris Colbert ain't got no fucking power. Bro, you doing a good job. Keep going. I gotta bounce. Peace. Hey man, hey, I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Sub, smash, share. I appreciate you, my brother, man. Be safe. Love. Bless, my brother. You know what I mean? But Chris Colbert, man, like, he ain't got no power, bro. He ain't got no power. That's Chris Colbert problem. And Gary Russell, even though he's the older competitor, Gary Russell, especially, first we got to see how he come back with his shoulder. You already know that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just got the shoulder, his shoulder and shit right. So his first fight back is, it may be like a C, B minus type of motherfucker. You know what I mean? It can't be nobody too trashy because, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to get talked about. So it's going to have to be somebody that they know that he can beat. You know what I mean? So, but if he looks good, then his next fight, why not? You know what I mean? They're already starting that narrative, you know what I mean, by going back and forth and shit. And Chris Colbert, like I said, man, he's coming off a loss. So he got to axe the grind, you know what I mean? So you definitely know he gonna talk his shit. But Chris Colbert is nice, man, you know what I mean? But that's his only thing. He just ain't got no fucking power. And Gary Russell has power and he got speed. And even though he older, he still got power and he got speed, just like Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? When Pacquiao, you know what I'm saying, got older and shit, Chris don't have enough dog in him in his last outing, looking like he gave up. Bro, like, that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Who's that? Look like Dave. Somebody said Dave. No, Dale. Dale Tell. Okay, Dale. Okay, Dave. Well, you say fighters gave up. Cause sometimes, man, fighters just be getting Lomachenko, bro. You know what I mean? It's just like they know that who got in. Oh no. Trey, why you do some shit like that, bro? Why you say some shit like that? We said Blair the Flair kind. Fuck out of here. Yo, this nigga, bro. This motherfucker, man. Blair motherfucker, man, look. First of all, if that fight is even talked about being an actual real fucking fight, I mean, instead of some Disneyland, Alice in fucking Wonderland, make-believe ass shit, I mean, I got Teofimo. What? Blair Cosman, he talk too much shit. You know what I'm saying? Number one, he talk too much shit. You know what I mean? But he's just not fucking nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you go from trying to call out fucking Jaron Boots Ennis to Errol Spence, and then you go in your last fucking fight, and then you get the fuck mudded. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about mudded. This motherfucker had Blair Cobbs walking around the ring looking like a fucking crash dummy and shit. You know what I'm saying? He had Blair Cobbs fucked up. Blair Cobbs at one point, man, was out on his feet. The motherfuckers start throwing punches at the ref. You know what I'm saying? So once you fucked up to the point where you start throwing punches at the ref, well, you know your mind, whoo, exactly, whoo, his mind, he left the fucking building, cuz, you know what I mean? Like, Blair Cobbs, bro, this motherfucker, man. Like, yo, Blair Cobbs, bro, this motherfucker's funny, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Tiafimo, I'll tell you like this. If Tiafimo, not only Tiafimo will fucking sleep this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But that's a check. That's all that shit is. Just like, and I'm not knocking Danny Garcia when I say this shit either, but I'm sorry, but the Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez, that was a fucking check, bro. For Benavidez, that was a check. You know what I'm saying? Danny Garcia legitimately having a fight, putting on a great display. That's what it is. But Benavidez, that was a check for him. You know what I'm saying? That's why after the fight, post-fight, dude, he had his kids on the stage and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you heard his pop talking about, yeah, my kid, my grandkids and all that. You know what I mean? They talking about Danny ran and all this kind of shit. Well, if Danny ran from him, why couldn't your son catch him? He couldn't catch him because his leg was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why he couldn't catch him, because his fucking shit was fucked up. I'm telling you, man, yo, Blair Cobbs is a funny motherfucker, bro. Yo, check this shit out, bro. What the fuck? I don't know. I was Fight Hype, Fight Hub, one of these Johns, bro. And they interviewed fucking Blair Cobbs, bro. Check it out. I scrolled right past that motherfucker, bro. I didn't even want to hear what the fuck he was talking about, man. After all that shit that I listened to from Blair Cobbs on his last fight, all the woo and all the woo and all the bullshit that this motherfucker was talking about, I swear to God, bro, I don't want to hear another motherfucking word out of Blair Cobbs. Only thing I want to hear about is whenever this motherfucker, I want him to surprise me. I want somebody to say, you know what, Blair Cobbs done did this, that, and the third. He done destroyed some fucking body. Then I think about a Blair motherfucking corn on the cob and shit. I'm trying to tell you, but other than that, I ain't think about that motherfucker, man. Because, see, it's one thing that I give AB. AB talk a lot of shit. He talks a lot of shit. But hey, Jaron can fight. His only fucking hang up is that he just don't throw enough fucking punches and shit. But he does not go into fights and get fucking embarrassed. Yes, he may get beat. Yes, he may get outboxed, but he has never got embarrassed. Even when he fought Maidana, you know what I'm saying? He got fucked up, but he didn't get embarrassed. He got knocked down a couple of times, and he also said, and this is out of Adrian Broner's mouth himself. He said that he broke Maidana's jaw. I was like, what the fuck? This is what AB said. I don't know how accurate that shit is, but when he said it, you know what I mean? He was like Maidana was like, yeah, man, like, this motherfucker tough. You know what I'm saying? Talking about AB. He was like, AB was tough. You know what I'm saying? I can't lie to you. AB is a tough fucking nut to crack, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, first of all, he didn't get knocked out. All the shit that Maidana was throwing at AB, the 2 knockdowns and all that, like, anybody else, not only would they have got stopped, but they probably been knocked out. Like, AB is tough. You cannot take that shit away from him. You know what I'm saying? Like when Manny Pacquiao was fucking tagging his ass up. And I just got finished editing one of my some Manny Pacquiao footage that I have in the archives and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like really long, and I wanted to cut that shit down. And through the footage when Manny Pacquiao fought Morales, the same punch that Manny Pacquiao caught AB with in the 7th round, that left hand, that damn near to knock AB back and almost, you know what I mean, had him stumbling and catching the ropes and shit. Manny caught Morales with that same shot. I'm talking about the same shot, the same, like Morales, he threw his he threw like that, what's that, the left hand. Manny kind of came underneath it, and it looked like Manny was doing the Danny Garcia, you know what I'm saying, like that no look left hook type shit. And Manny came underneath it and threw the left hand and caught Morales. I'm talking about the same, it looked like the same shit, just different fighters. I said, wow. I said, so that wasn't no mistake that Manny Pacquiao caught Adrian Broner with that shot. Like, that's the same shit that he caught Morales with. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Manny Pacquiao, man, like, is a fucking, he's a legend, man. He's a legend, man. I miss the fuck out of Manny, because, and I mean, I see a lot of people don't believe me on this shit, but I told people, man, like, the way Manny Pacquiao went out, that shit was a setup. When Spence had the eye injury and shit and got fucked up and couldn't finish the or couldn't fight, and then Ugas had to step up, and then, you know what I mean, they try to say, okay, it's for the rightful heir or claim for the WBA and all that bullshit. Look, we seen what Ugas did to Sean Porter. Sean Porter is like the mover's code breaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are a fucking Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall, how do you think? Savannah Marshall, nice, man. You know what I'm saying? For what I seen between Savannah Marshall, she's nice. Clarissa Shields is nicer. Sean Porter lost that fight to Ugas. I agree. Sean Porter did lose that fight to Ugas, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I told you, Ugas is the fucking, the answer that, between Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall, I believe Clarissa Shields will beat Savannah Marshall. But I'm telling y'all, man, just like, damn, boy, what's her name? Damn, bro, I can't believe I forgot their names. But the shorty that Jake Paul, damn, bro, I can't believe I forgot their names, bro. And that was like the best female, damn it, like that fight went down to one of the best female boxing. Fuck female boxing, that was one of the best fights in history. The shorty that Jake Paul signed her last fight. Man, that was one of the best fights in boxing. I mean, stop not trying to separate female and male. Boxing is boxing. But the shorty that Jake Paul signed, her and her last fight with the British chick, Katie. Yes, thank you, man. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. Like that fight, dog. That fight was good as fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think Amanda Serrano got that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm all behind because I'm at work, but AB probably, to me, is he don't let his hands go. That's what I'm saying. But see, this what I salute, man, while you're at work holding that shit down, man. But AB, I told this what I was talking about when I did that video, bro. It's like when AB lost to Maidana, that fucked him up. You know what I mean? It fucked his mind, his body, and his spirit up. Ever since that fight, AB has not been the same. You know what I mean? He has been gunshot ever since that fight between Marcos Maidana and Adrian Broner. It left a fucking distinctive mark on his soul, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is deep. Me too, bro. Amanda won that fight. She landed the better and more meaningful punches. Yeah, man. Amanda Serrano had that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Katie Taylor did her thing. She fought an excellent fight. But Amanda Serrano was outboxing them. She was outboxing her cuz. You know what I'm saying? Like, she looked good. She looked slick. She was catching them with some nice shots. You know what I mean? Kayla Taylor, she had a couple of nice spots. She rallied a bit in the later rounds of the fight. But Amanda Serrano, from bell to bell, from round to round, you know what I'm saying? She beat her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it wasn't like by a vast margin, you know what I'm saying? Marginally, but she beat her. You know what I'm saying? Amanda Serrano should have got the nod. You know what I'm saying? But coming into that fight, Katie Taylor, she was the A side. And to see, if you guys know me, man, I say, I got a little saying that I say on my channel. I say fighters be getting the A side nod. You know what I mean? And that's why when you go into a fight, when you're fighting, quote unquote, somebody who is, quote unquote, the A side, you have to go in there and you have to take it from them. Because depending upon who you fight, prime example, Canelo Alvarez. That's why you cannot fight somebody like Canelo Alvarez and you can't go into that fight. You either have to knock Canelo out or you really have to fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? If not, it is guaranteed that Canelo is going to get the A-side nod. Guaranteed. That's why what Bivol did was so monumental. Because if he did not knock Canelo out, he had, in the judge's eyes, he had to do enough damage throughout the fight in order to get that nod. Because Canelo was the A-side. And if he did not do enough damage to Canelo to sway the judges, that Canelo will get the A-side nod. Hands fucking down. You know what I mean? So that's the same thing that happened with Amanda Taylor and Katie Serrano. You know what I mean? She just got the A-side nod. But they should have ran that shit back. I don't know if they talking about that for future fight, but they definitely should run that shit back. That would be a huge, especially the way that the first fight did, because that fight was a sleeper. Nobody. I forgot what male fights was on that night, but that fight wound up being the best fucking fight of the weekend. You know what I mean? Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. You know what I mean? Like that fight was that fucking good, man. You know what I mean? That was a great fight. But you know what I'm saying? Like Clarissa Shields and what's that? Savannah Marshall. That fight is gonna be good, man. But Clarissa, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she the GOAT, man. I think she's gonna go in there. I think she's gonna outbox her. But I think that she's going to do a little something different. I think she might get in the trenches. I just got a feeling she may get in the trenches on this fight. She may beat her up on the inside, you know what I mean? Still utilizing her range and her distance. But I think that she's going to get in there. I think she's going to beat her. I think she's going to beat her up a little bit. You know what I mean? I think she's going to beat her up on the inside. But Clarissa Shields, man, she's fantastic, man. She's one of my. It's a couple of female fighters, man. Like this, like on my list. Clarissa, she up there. Sanisa Estrada, she's up there. Amanda Serrano. Think so too, bro. T-Rex about to come with a different game. Yeah, I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is, but it just seemed like she will come with something different in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what, like, as we talking about it, like, it's literally like coming to my mind. Like, I think that she's gonna beat her up on the inside. She's gonna work from inside out. You know what I mean? She's gonna beat her up on the inside. You know what I mean? And then, you know what I'm saying, well, Marshall, you know what I mean, wraps her up, you know what I mean? She gonna beat her up, beat her off, and then she's gonna utilize her range, stick her with the jab, turn her, you know what I'm saying, both before she can reset, you know what I'm saying? She gonna come right back at her, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to tell you, man, like, I think she will beat her inside, from inside to out, from outside to in, you know what I mean? She gonna engage her. It's gonna be inside and out, inside and out, inside and out throughout the fight. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be a good fight. But I think ultimately she's gonna beat her up. She's gonna break her down, or beat her up and break her down. And she probably wound up getting the stoppage. Question: why are you so many moving to 154 about to be a traffic jam, and they don't want to fight? Well, that's a great question. Because 150, Marshall, 147 is, Marshall is slow as hell with no footwork. That's why I said she would be there for Clarissa Shields to get on the inside and beat her up. You know what I mean? That's why that shit was coming to me like that. I'm telling you, she would beat her up on the inside. But the question was like, why? Dale said, why are so many moving 154? It's about to be a traffic jam, and they wouldn't fight at 147. I honestly, well, when you said they wouldn't fight at 147, what fights do you mean at 147? Because Spence and Crawford, they're in the process of making that fight, and Spence, he pretty much predominantly fought the best of the 147-pound division. And Crawford has fought, even though he has fought Spence's leftovers, to a degree, he has also fought some. And once he fights Spence, the only name that he has not probably fought that is credible and notable, this is Bud, will probably be Thurman and Garcia. You know what I mean? And if Keith Thurman still campaigns at 147, and this is if Bud doesn't move up to 154 immediately, I could possibly see, I could possibly see, this is depending upon how it goes between Spence and Crawford, and also the rematch clause and all that. But I could see Bud possibly fighting Crawford. Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman fighting Bud. And Danny Garcia, like I said, he's at 54 now, so he's no longer at 47. But if Bud moves up to 54 to fight Charlo, you never know. You know what I mean? If he chooses to get a fight before he fights Charlo, Danny Garcia could be on the menu. With his last performance against Jose Benavidez, if Danny Garcia doesn't get another fight, which he probably will, Danny Garcia probably will fight again at 54 before he gets a shot. Bud moving up to 54 will be ready to face whomever. So who Danny will fight, who knows? Because that's a good point. Because they interviewed Keith Thurman today, and Keith Thurman said that he wouldn't mind fighting Danny at 154. So that's because Danny Garcia, he already said either Thurman or Lar, he would like that rematch because Keith Thurman took his oath. And Keith Thurman said today that he wouldn't mind moving up to 154 to fight Danny Garcia. But, and this is, I'm a quote Keith Thurman, he said he pretty much has Garcia's number. He said it's a chess. What did he say? He said it's a chess. He said it's a chess match, and I'm a grandmaster. Go back and watch the video. It was with Fight Hub. Marcus Villegas. He did the interview with Keith Thurman earlier, and that's pretty much how Keith Thurman narrated it. He said that pretty much that he is the guy. I mean, he pretty much has Danny Garcia's number. You know what I mean? He said when it comes down to him and Danny Garcia, it's a chess match. But him being Thurman, he is the grandmaster. Now, note, Danny Garcia also gave Keith Thurman credit. He said, man, the best Keith Thurman was 2017 Keith Thurman. So Danny Garcia, he believes that, however, Keith Thurman is now, he's not the same Keith Thurman that he was. So if it is a time for Danny Garcia to beat Keith Thurman, it would be right now. Keith Thurman still believes that he has his number, and Danny Garcia believes that he can beat Keith Thurman now. I honestly don't know. But Thurman's last performance against Mario Barrios, it was good, but at the same time, how impressive could it be? Mario Barrios was lighting the ass, man. He was coming up. And the fact that, in my opinion, that Keith Thurman couldn't knock him out, you know what I mean? That says a lot. Even though Mario Barrios is tough, but look what Tank did to him. You know what I'm saying? So Keith Thurman moving up to 54 to fight Danny Garcia. Honestly, I don't think that will be the same fight that it was when they fought at 147. I think it will be a different fight because with all the injuries and all that shit that Keith Thurman has sustained, I mean, ever since then, because he said when he fought Danny Garcia, he fought and beat Danny Garcia with bone spurs and all this other kind of shit. You know what I mean? So Keith Thurman, that's one thing. When Keith Thurman leads the sport of boxing, that motherfucker is going into commentating. Keith Thurman can talk. You know what I mean? So people can say, you know what, Keith Thurman trash, he this, he that, you know what I mean? But then let Keith say some shit and Keith will fucking change somebody's mind and shit. Keith Thurman can talk. You know what I mean? He can talk that shit. So him fighting Danny Garcia, that will be a great, great fight. And at 54, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, 54 may wind up being the new 47. Because how long will Charlo be undisputed at 54? before he gets a tangible challenge or possibly get knocked off. Now, if Bud Crawford moves up to 54, that probably will be his toughest test to date, but that won't be no time soon, because you still got him and Spence trying to make that fight. And if they do a rematch, which in my opinion, I believe they should, I mean, Bud won't be moving up to 54, I would say, for probably maybe like at the most, maybe about 2 years. You know what I mean? Because they're fighting this calendar year. If hypothetically, if they rematch, they're rematch sometime in 2023. So if, depending upon who wins that fight, possibly Bud can move up to 154 late phase of 2023. And who knows, it ain't guaranteed who he will fight at 54, but he may wind up fighting, let's just say, Danny Garcia at 54. And then going into 2024, he possibly, this is Charlo, if he's still undisputed at 54, then that could segue and lead into an undisputed matchup with Charlo at 54. Now, saying all that, where will Errol Spence be at in all this? Because Errol said himself that he wants to move up. And keep in mind, y'all, Errol said that he will fight Charlo, even though they homies and all that bullshit. They already said if the bag is right, they'll fight each other. So that also tells you, man, yeah, they say they cool and all that kind of shit, but end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you could put a price tag on it, it really ain't no motherfucking friendship. You know what I'm saying? Because you look at, like, okay, like Keyshawn Davis, like him and Shakur is supposed to be cool, and Keyshawn was like, you know what I'm saying, like he wouldn't fight Shakur. You know what I mean? No matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's real. It don't matter what price tag you put on it. If you say you fuck with somebody like that, you know what I mean? Whether it's the same division, different division or whatever, if you say that you fuck with them like that and you wouldn't fight them or you wouldn't put your hands on them, I respect that. You know what I mean? That's what he said. What would Bud and Spence is giving me a headache? That who Bud and Spence is, hold on. We say that who Bud and Spence is giving me a headache. I want to see it bad, but come on. I mean, they'll, you know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, I just got finished saying this, bro. I said, if you build it, they will come. And right now, that is what they are doing. They are building the fight. Because, I mean, they know what's going to happen. I mean, they can't come out right now and put a definitive date on it and say, okay, it's going to happen this day or that day. No. But they know that the fight is going to happen. You know what I mean? I wish I could say when it's going to be. But you look at it like this. This fight, like Bud was supposed to fight Pacquiao. Never happened. Spence was supposed to fight Pacquiao. Never happened. Circumstances happen and it fucks up fights being made. Sometimes it's circumstances and sometimes it's the fighter. With Bud and Spence, Bud and Pacquiao, it was circumstances because, like I said, COVID was bad, and they were supposed to do the fight in Dubai, but then the sheikhs and everybody in Dubai, they was like, nah, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not bringing that COVID shit down here, fucking us up. You know what I'm saying? So they dead the fight. They dead it. It was dead in the water. And the fight talks and everything was supposed to pick back up. But once they did pick back up, nothing could come to fruition. And then that's when Spence, I believe he won that bid. And then they started talking about Pacquiao and Spence. Then that fight wound up getting made. And then Spence, he suffered the eye injury, you know what I mean? And then that fight wound up getting halted. And ultimately, it never happened. So like I said, sometimes, man, like shit happens. I mean, circumstances. Sometimes it's fighters, sometimes it's circumstances. Now with Spence and Crawford, for right now, God willing, it is not a situation of circumstances. Both guys are healthy. Both guys want to fight. So it's just a matter of the politics of boxing. And for what I hear, and for what some of the principals and key members as far as trainers and people like Steven Espinoza and so on and so forth has said, garnering the fact is coming down to money, dollars and cents. It's not like Spence is pricing himself out of this fight, but he's making sure that financially, at least, he wants to go into this fight being a financial A side, because I believe that he knows that as far as skill and notoriety, Terence Crawford may be the golden goose. He may be pound for pound the best fighter coming into this fight, but coming into this fight financially, Errol Spence will have the golden ticket. So Bud is going to be, quote unquote, the pound for pound best fighter in this fight, but financially, Errol Spence will have the ticket in this fight. And I believe that's what he wants. Okay, if y'all want him, I mean, y'all saying that he better than me, pound for pound, okay, that's fine. But I'm going to make more money than him. Monster versus Cool Boy. And New Way is a fucking problem, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Here we go again. Take myself out of it because I'm from Philly. Take myself out of it. And I like the New Way too. And New Way is one of the people on my list, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cool Boy Steph, I like him. And looking at what he did to Nonito Donaire, you know what I'm saying? Like, if New Way fucked Nonito Donaire up, Nonito, he didn't even know he got knocked out, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said, I didn't even see the shot. I didn't feel the shot. I didn't know what the fuck was going on until after they woke me the fuck up. So when somebody say something like that, bro, like, you just got hit with some shit. You know what I mean? So when you can hit somebody with some shit that they forgetting, you know what I'm saying, what country they in, they forgetting when they born, they forgetting what planet they the fuck on and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you got some different kind of fucking power, man. And New Way, he has some different type of fucking power, bro. Cool Boy Steph, he may be slicker. He may bring offensively a few more tools to the fight than a New Way. But a New Way is nice too, man. He has great timing. His power is fucking ridiculous. His positioning is fucking phenomenal. He reminds me of Better Biev. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't look like he's doing a lot, but he is. He makes subtle changes in the ring, especially with his feet. You know what I mean? That puts him in position to throw devastating punches. And if he fought Cool Boy Steph, it'll be the same thing. Like, Cool Boy will be, I think, he will show a lot of razzle, a lot of dazzle. But I believe that New Way will eventually break him down, and he will catch Cool Boy with a shot. And at that point, we're going to see two things. Either we're going to see Cool Boy Steph get knocked out, knocked down, actually three things: knocked out, knocked down, or he's going to get hurt and he's going to recover. Now, if he recovers, how tangible will his shots be after he recovers? You know what I mean? Because sometimes when they get fucked up, they realize, you know what, I may not be able to do nothing with him. You know what I mean? So then they gonna be on their bicycle. Will it turn to that? Or will he still step up, and will he still engage, and will he still fight? Now, if he does that, then it could possibly, be a fantastic fight. But honestly, taking the fact that I'm from Philly out of it, dog, if I had to pick between the New Way and Cool Boy, and this kind of hurts me too, man, but I'm gonna have to pick a New Way, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Because the New Way is fucking nice, bro. Like, he's nice. And like I said, it's more than just skills with me, dog. Like, cause you gotta have skills, but you also gotta have your mind gotta be right. And the New Way is intelligent. And see, he's also a monster, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. Postman, Mr. Postman. Like, a New Way is also a fucking monster, bro. So it's like, when you have that's why it's going back to Better Biev. When you have destructive power along with skill, and you know how to use your power, and you know how to use your skill. See, it's one thing to have power, because a lot of people don't know. They don't know. Just like when Errol Spence, when he got with Derrick James, before he got with Derrick James, he had power, but he didn't know how to use his power. He had to get with the trainer that showed him how to sit on his punches. So now he knows how to use his power. Once you know how to use your power and utilize your power, and once you know that you may have skills, but see, once you learn how to use your skills, and once you tie the knowledge of using your skills and you thread that with your power, and then you develop your mental aspect of your boxing game, that's what makes you not only a true champion, but that's what makes you feared. People at one point, they feared Canelo. Bivol showed everybody when you have skill, when you have power, and you have, as I told you, when you have that strong, your mind is strong, you can fuck some shit up. That's what Bivol showed and proved to the world. I talked about this shit too, bro. When you seen, the first time that you seen Bivol and Canelo at the weigh-in, and they was on stage, bro, you seen Bivol step up face to face with Canelo, and you look at the look that he gave Saul Canelo Alvarez when he was on stage. And I'm telling y'all, man, Bivol was looking at Canelo on some shit like, I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm about to fuck you up. And Canelo, if you look at Canelo's face, y'all, Canelo was like looking at Bivol like, my friend, you are fucking serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the fucking look. Canelo was looking at this motherfucker like Canelo knew he had a fucking problem on his hands. You know what I'm saying? Like on some Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. You know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker was calling the tower and shit because he knew it was about to be a motherfucking fight, man. I'm telling y'all. And what wound up happening, man? Like Bivol showed, and I told people this, man. I said, Bivol, he uses his fucking distance. Like this dude is a master at his mid-range game is fucking vicious. You know what I'm saying? Like the way all you gotta do is watch his footwork, and you watch how he throws his shots. He throws his shots like his arm is a fucking ruler. You know what I mean? Like he measures. You know what I'm saying? Like his head to punch ratio is fucking perfect. From where what I mean by that is where his opponent places his head, anywhere in the fight, anywhere in the ring. Bivol knows where to put that shot, where he's not going to overpunch and he's not going to underpunch. When he throws his shot will always be perfect, and it's always going to be on point. It's always going to be on his mark. And see, that's what Canelo didn't expect. His accuracy, his timing. And Bivol had power enough that Canelo respected that shit. He may not have, you know what I'm saying, train wreck power, you know what I'm saying, where he can just obliterate Canelo. But you ain't got to have that. That's how people don't realize, like, you got to knock Canelo out. No, you ain't got to knock Canelo the fuck out. No, you don't. All you got to do is have enough power to let Canelo know, like, if I catch you with some shit, I'm going to wake you the fuck up. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I got a cup of coffee in each motherfucking hand. You know what I mean? It ain't Folgers, motherfucker. It's that Bijon, you know what I'm saying? That Cuban shit. Yes, Coach James is a game changer. He got Jamel out here sleeping boxes. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like when your trainer can teach you. I mean, it's one thing when your trainer can teach you. You know what I mean? But your trainer, true job is to make you better. You know what I mean? To take what you do and to enhance it. And if you are a fighter if you have natural God-given ability, you know what I mean? That's when a trainer, that's when a coach has a true gem. When your fighter already has natural God-given ability. Prime example, Mike Tyson and Cus D'Amato. Rest in peace, Cus. To this day, one of my biggest YouTube shorts, you know what I'm saying, is Mike Tyson and Cus D'Amato. Mike Tyson having natural God-given abilities, you know what I'm saying, coming up from nothing. A true natural fighter, true natural gritty fighter with destructive tendencies. And what did Cus D'Amato do? He gave that destruction, he gave that raw tenacity that Mike has, he just gave it focus. You know what I'm saying? Mike was like this, But excuse me, Cus D'Amato, he gave Mike Tyson focus. You know what I mean? Instead of you being all over here with that destructive shit, I'm gonna teach you how to go right through a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Cus D'Amato did. That's what he made Mike Tyson so destructive. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike Tyson will go through. It don't matter how big you fucking are. Mike was going through people. Yup, gotta make Canelo stay honest. But most fights he has are hand-picked, and happy to be there. Very true. You know what I'm saying? And to a degree, those fights are hand-picked because, and you really can't say you're trying to protect this motherfucking because he lost already. Although he lost to Floyd Mayweather, but he still lost. So that's the whole thing. I never understood about Canelo with that cherry pick shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I never understood that. Like you lost already. You know what I mean? Like so what? You look at like Mannypacquiao. Mannypacquiao lost like 6-7 times. You know what I'm saying? And he's still like I'm talking about legend and all that. Mannypacquiao's an all-time great. You know what I mean? You could still be an all-time great and have fucking losses. You know what I mean? It all depends on who have you fought. If you have fought fucking everybody and you still fighting good competition and you still fighting and shit, man, that's all you need. You know what I mean? Like all that witness protection shit, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is bullshit. That's what I don't like about Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And when they try to give him a back when he fought Bivol and Bivol fucked them up. They try to give Canelo a back door out of that ass whooping, talking about something, okay, he dared to be great. He moved up and all that. The weight was just too much. No, the weight wasn't just too much. He got beat. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to, you know what I mean, take that fucking win away from Bivol and shit. He just got beat. He thought he could fuck with somebody, you know what I mean? And he wound up fucking with the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? He thought Bivol, him and Eddie Reynoso, they thought that shit was gonna be an easy fucking win. They thought it was gonna be an easy win. They thought the Canelo was gonna be able to outbox Bivol, and they lost. They bet wrong. You know what I'm saying? They got fucked up. And guess what? If they fight Bivol again, Canelo can get knocked out. Because just how all Bivol got to do is the same thing he did in the first fight. And see, now that he has tasted Canelo's power, and that's the thing, he's never been afraid of Canelo. He wasn't afraid of you in the first fight. And now that he tasted your power, he knows what you bring it to the table. So now going into the second fight, Bivol is going to take more chances. He's going to take more chances. So Canelo should stay away from Bivol. That's why he reverted back. And now you're fighting the fucking old ass Triple G. And Triple G said it himself. He said, if you got so much animosity towards me, why did you wait this long to fight me again? Answer that motherfucking question, Padre. You dig what I'm saying? Darien. Why you wait so long to fight this man? You know what I mean? Because going back to the cherry picking and shit, Triple G has Canelo number. So he basically tried to age Triple G out. You know what I mean? And so if Canelo wins this fight, I mean, for real, okay. But you know what? Me being me and looking at how Triple G did against Murata, something like that, the Japanese boy. You know what I mean? He went to Japan and beat this man. You know what I'm saying? Like Triple G, he may have enough left in the tank to give Canelo a problem again. And guess what? If Triple G goes into this fight and if he gives Canelo a problem, and they say he dared to be great at 175. Remember, it was his second fight at 175. He didn't win the belt at 75. He didn't win the belt at 75, but I know it wasn't his first 175 fight. Yeah, because who's the other one? Was it Kovalev? Who was it? I don't know, some fucking body. But I mean, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Like I said, they try to, and I ain't like that shit. They try to backdoor Bivol, talking about, you know what I'm saying, like because he went up, you know what I'm saying, now he went up to fight him. That dare to be great shit. It don't matter. If you dare to be great, if you went up there to fight this man and shit, guess what? You either gonna win, lose, or it's gonna be a draw. And you being Canelo is really that draw shit goes out the window. So the only two factors is you winning or you losing. And if you lose, the loss has to be definitive. And not too many fighters can do that. So Bivol, he went in there and he basically took the doubt out of everybody's mind. He beat fucking Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he beat him, you know what I'm saying, the fight went the distance, in my opinion, that's better than a fucking knockout. You know what I'm saying? Because it showed that he beat Canelo not only fair and square, but he beat him legitimately over 12 rounds. Knockouts are fine. Knockouts are fantastic. That's what we want to see as a fight fan. But to be honest with you, I'd rather see a motherfucker get picked apart and get beat, you know what I'm saying, over 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so the fight would be longer. It'll be more entertaining. But you take no doubt out. Because, see, if you have real, and you got real refs that ain't been given a motherfucking an envelope, you know what I'm saying, with a couple of dollars in it, if a fighter beats a fighter over 12 rounds, matter of fact, point blank, Danny Garcia and Jose Benavidez. How did Danny Garcia get a majority decision when it should have been a unanimous decision? Jose Benavidez didn't do nothing in that fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? He did not. I mean, Danny Garcia was fucking him up the whole fight. You go back and you watch my last live stream, you know what I'm saying? I even pointed that shit out. I called that shit, y'all, before the fight even happened. I said, you watch when he fight Benavidez. I said his right hand and him going to the body is going to be the deciding factor when he fight Jose Benavidez. And what did he do? Him going to the body and utilizing his right hand was the deciding factor when he fought Jose Benavidez. I told y'all, I was like, I'm telling you, I mean, like, I know what the fuck I be talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to fucking fight. So I just use what I know, and I be looking at shit, and I just be breaking that shit down. Like, when Danny Garcia fought Errol Spence, I believe that when Errol put his power on Danny Garcia, like, that made Danny Garcia apprehensive as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Danny Garcia was supposed to utilize and show the world the right hand that he'd been working on in the Errol Spence fight. But once he felt that power from Spence, and he felt how strong Errol Spence jab is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the fuck Derrick James be teaching, man, but he be turning these motherfuckers jabs into sledgehammers, cuz him and Charlo. Like, they be knocking motherfuckers down and out with a jab and shit. So, when Spence called Danny Garcia, and that, I was just like Devin last fight, masterful, no need for a rematch. You talking about Devin Haney and Cambosos? Well, first of all, Cambosos is fucking special because, and I still got the post too. He said from what people told me, I was winning the fight. Who lied to you? Like, that's the problem with a lot of these dudes, man. Like, your team, your corner, your coach, whoever, be fucking lying to you. You know what I mean? Have you thinking you doing this and your fucking ass is really fucking losing. You know what I'm saying? So his father, this is Cambosos, should have been telling you, son, this motherfucker is beating you with his jab. With his jab. Move out the way. You know what I'm saying? Head movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you was working on in camp, but anytime that a fighter is beating you with a jab, that's number one, you're not moving your head. You're staying on one line. You're not moving your head. And number two, if you do not have sufficient upper body movement, if you cannot slip punches, then you have to move. Use your feet. Unless your feet are glued to the fucking mat, then why can't you move your feet? You should be moving laterally, because every fighter cannot fight off of the back foot. So therefore, you have to use and utilize your lateral movement. And if you can't move left or right, and if you are fighting at a high level, then something fucking wrong. What have you been doing your whole career? That just shows the opponents that you have been fighting have been tailor-made for your style. Handpicked. You know what I mean? As you said, the Canelo. because there's no way, like when Danny Garcia talking about some he want to fight Thurman or Lara. Lara is nice, you know what I'm saying, and I believe Lara is a southpaw. So like Lara, they don't. But Danny Garcia, he traditionally he does good against southpaw. And before he fought Errol, he was undefeated at fighting southpaws. But Errol Spence, you know what I'm saying, he broke that record and shit by defeating Danny Garcia. But Anthony Lara is nice. He gave fucking Canelo problems. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, my bad, my post behind, still at the job, but what days at times are you on? I subscribe. Hey man, thank you for subscribing to the channel, bro. Let me tell you all this, man, like my channel used to be popping, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple of things to fuck my channel up. Number one, my channel got hacked a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? About this, like this Russian channel and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the reasons why YouTube starts showing, like, it doesn't matter like who you are now. Like YouTube, it doesn't matter if you got 1 subscriber or 2 subscribers or whatever. Like YouTube now, they show everybody's subscriber counts and shit because people was hijacking people channels and shit. So like my channel got hacked and shit, and then a couple of these hating ass YouTubers and shit start hating on my channel and shit, telling they subs and shit, you know what I'm saying, like to sub my channel, and then like basically like not recommend my channel. So what that does, it tells the YouTube algorithm to not show my videos and shit. So like those 2 things and shit, you know what I'm saying, like literally like fuck my channel up, because I'm better than a lot of these fucking dudes and shit. But they knew this shit, and a couple of, and I ain't gonna say no names because they were like, man, like nah, like he just trying to get clicks and shit like that. So that's why I don't be calling no channels out. But a couple of y'all, namely is 2 in particular, you know what I'm saying, one is from Philly, just like me, hating ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till I get back to the city, because me and this nigga go get up in the gym, and I'm gonna put that shit on the page, and I'm gonna fuck his ass up. Moving on. The other dude, when I was first starting out doing YouTube and shit, I used to send him my videos and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like hoping, I'm gonna keep it real with you, like hoping that, you know what I'm saying, like he would like help promote the channel. Because as I started watching these niggas and shit, like I seen what they was doing, like they would go to people's lives and then it would give these dudes super chats. So basically, like they can like help them blow their channel up. And I'm like, why you gotta do that? I said, that's corny. You know what I mean? You should be doing that shit out of the love, not of respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do motherfuckers gotta bribe you and shit? That's corny. Like, if you subscribe to my channel, first of all, you're already a part of the Talk Nation family. So if you tell me that you got a channel and shit like that, then all you gotta do is tell me you got the channel, put that shit in the chat, and then I'm gonna tell people, you know what I'm saying, to go check you out, you know what I'm saying, sub you up. Or I may even, you know what I'm saying, put it in a community post myself. Like, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, when somebody subscribes to your channel, like, you're a part of the family. That's how you, in my opinion, that's how I want to build my channel. I don't want to just be giving wrenches to people just so you can have them. No. Once you're a tangible member of the fucking Talk Nation family, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit means something, dog. I'm just not on this motherfucker, man, talking to be talking. You know, I'm like, no, man, like, I'm not a fucking, I don't know everything when it comes to boxing, but I love the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I used to box, did martial arts, fought a lot in the fucking streets. So just the essence of fighting, period, I love it. You know what I mean? And hopefully everybody that joins the family, you guys in some type of way also have that same love and essence of being in love of a fighter as well. You know what I mean? You ain't got to strap up no gloves to be or to have the spirit and the heart of a fighter. No. If you get up every day and you go to a job that you hate, may not be appreciated at, and you go out there and do what you got to do to pay your bills and support yourself and your family, you a fucking fighter. If you go through bullshit without, you go out your door every day, or you may come home to some bullshit and you do what you got to do, and without putting your hands or putting a gun or a bullet in somebody's fucking ass and shit, and spending the rest of your days behind jail because you had to, you know what I mean, lay a motherfucker down because they were doing some dumb shit, and you refrain from doing that, you a motherfucking fighter. Fuck that. You a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? it's different ways and different things that a person can do to exhibit of you being a fucking fighter. It ain't all about hopping into a fucking ring. That's why true fighters, man, and true legends of the game is more, or their legend transcends them just being in the ring. A lot of the greatness and things that they have done is outside of the fucking ring. Shout out and rest in peace to Bill Russell. You know what I mean? Like, you look at the things that he did when he was a Celtic, but more importantly, you look at the things that he did outside of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bill Russell was like the Muhammad Ali of basketball, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like basketball's version of Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother was a fucking freedom fighter. And you know what? I didn't even know a lot of the things that he did. And when they brought those things to my attention, when I seen some of the things that he did, man, I had to take my hat off to the brother, man, like 2 times. I didn't even know that. So it's like, man, like I said, to answer that question, man, as far as like when I be on, I work too. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't have a traditional schedule when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, like when I post. And to be honest with you, like long form content, that's like putting out YouTube videos and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I be telling people, man, like, subscribe, but turn on notifications, man, because like you look at all the subscribers that I got, you could tell people don't be like, they be subscribing, but they don't be having any notifications on. And I be trying to tell people, like, you have to put on your notifications, because that tells YouTube that you legitimately are a subscriber. You know what I'm saying? When this person drops content and it pops up on your phone, computer, laptop, whatever, and you're clicking that video and you're watching, you know what I mean? Like, that helps the channel grow, that pushes the videos out there. But some people just be subscribing just to subscribe. And I'd rather a person not subscribe, and just when you watch a video, give it a thumbs up, and that'll help YouTube push it out to more people. But if you subscribe, turn on notifications, so once the video live stream, post, shorts, whatever, because traditionally that's what I usually do. Like, I stopped doing long form content, meaning putting out videos, and I just started doing a lot of shorts. And it was like, for me, like I said, my working schedule and everything like that, it was easier for me to do. But like, now that I'm really trying to really buckle down and get the channel monetized and shit like that, like, now I'm starting to do more live streams. Like, I'm new to the live streams, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I did a couple live streams here and there, but like, now I'm really starting to do and get into it a lot more. And like, this live stream and the last live stream have been pretty much my best couple of live streams, man. So I'm starting to do more live streams. And to answer that question, I do, and I would like to get on more of a schedule doing the live streams. And I'm actually think about that. And like, cause like my days off, like what day on my days off, you know what I mean? Like, can I start looking at the time, looking at what I got going on? Can I set aside XYZ time, and that'll be my block time to do my streams? I'm working on that, and hopefully I may give that a shot maybe in the upcoming weeks to figure out, okay, what time slot that I'm gonna do, because I don't give a damn about going up against somebody else like that. I don't care. I'm a small channel, but I ain't going nowhere. Got you. I just did. Boo. Hey, thank you, man. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit all. So when you hit notifications, make sure you hit all, you know what I'm saying? So you get everything, because sometimes YouTube be fucking up, you know what I mean? That's why I said, you know what I mean? Like, especially, it's hard for small channels, you know what I mean? Like, you really got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be on your subscribers. Like, hey, y'all gotta make sure y'all put y'all notifications on, the one all the way at the top, and make sure you got it on. And sometimes you gotta check, because sometimes people still don't get their notifications and shit. Like, when you a small channel, dog, like, you got to grind even fucking harder. You know what I mean? But that's okay, because you know what? To whom much is given, much is expected. And if you're really serious about this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want you to appreciate what I bring to the table. I ain't asking nobody for no money, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. Like, you be seeing a lot of motherfuckers, that's one of the first thing they talk about is, I got a Patreon, I got a Cash App, all that kind of shit. Like, nah, man. Only thing I want y'all to do, man, you know what I mean? Just get a brother a thumbs up, maybe share the videos and shit like that. I'm nowhere near at the point where asking somebody for something. Even when I do, I probably wouldn't even start doing that shit unless y'all, the family, the community, tell me to put that shit up. But until y'all tell me to put that shit up, I ain't putting that shit in none of my videos because I don't got none of that shit. I don't got none of that shit now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I take care of me. You know what I mean? I take care of my responsibilities, my bills, all that kind of shit. I don't be, you know what I'm saying? I don't be digging in nobody else's pocket. It's hard enough for people to survive out here. A lot of these niggas be on here on YouTube, be taking advantage of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Be putting out fake news and all type of kind of bullshit. No, man, you know what I'm saying? I want our family, our community to be legitimate, you know what I'm saying? Built upon some real shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, even though we talk about boxing, if you just hop in the chat and be like, dog, like, my day was fucked up, you know what I'm saying? We could even take a second, man, you know what I mean? Just check on each other, make sure everybody's straight, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a real community, because it's bigger than boxing, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody's day is fucked up, man, this is the platform. If you go into my bio, I said I want to build a platform that we all can stand on. So we family, man, you know what I mean? It's like, if you come on this motherfucker, man, you listening to us talk, and you say like, man, my day was fucked up, yada, yada, yada. And I see that shit, man, we'll take a second, man, we'll address that, you know what I mean? We'll talk about that shit, man. Like, that's what family, and that's how you supposed to show love to the people in your community. And that's what I'm trying to build, you know what I mean? Because wherever I want my channel to be, I'm going to get there. As long as I'm willing to put in the work, which I am, which I have been, as long as I'm willing to do that, the channel will be fine. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind growing slow, just as long as I'm growing. I'm a patient man. The patient man gains the greatest rewards, and I'm a patient man. So everything I want in life, I most certainly will get there, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm patient. You got to have patience. You know what I'm saying? Patience garners wisdom. But as far as the schedule, that's a great question. I appreciate you putting that into the universe, because I should get a time where I put my or I go, you know what I'm saying, I go live or whatever like that. You know what I mean? Because that actually make it easier for some of you guys too, knowing that, okay, you know what I'm saying, like we know real talk, we know he go live at XYZ, you know what I mean? So if y'all got something that you doing or whatever like that, you make sure your shit get done. So this way when we go live, you know what I'm saying, all the family, because sometimes, man, people all over the world, you know what I'm saying, got people from all over the world on this bitch, cuz, you know what I mean? So time zones is different, you know what I mean? So to have that consistency would be a good thing. And I promise you, I give you my word, I'm gonna definitely start thinking about that. And by next week, I will have a time that I'm gonna give it a shot for at least, like I would say, like at least a month. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try to set out a time and a day, and that's that from week to week or whatever like that. Or if not, sometime maybe day to day, but it definitely week to week. Because like I said, if I'm off of work for a few days, I honestly would like to do more streams. I mean, more than one stream a week. I would love to do that, but I at least will have, you know what I'm saying, once a week. Like, it'll actually be the podcast. That'll be the week or the day for the actual podcast. And if I do additional streams, that's fine. But on that said day and time, that'll be the actual date that the podcast will go live every week. The additional streams are just that. They're additional streams, but the streams that we're going to do once a week, that's going to be for the actual podcast. So that will be coming next week. So again, thank you for putting that out there, for putting that on my plate, because I do need to figure out and calculate, because that's just about being, you know what I mean, professional, and also having a well-structured channel. So I appreciate you for, you know what I'm saying, thank you for doing that. So I'm about to wrap this up, man, you know what I'm saying, like everybody about to get up out of here, you know what I'm saying, and this is about to be dinner time for me, man. So I appreciate y'all for coming, man. Saul Canelo Stand Up is your boy. Great chat. This has definitely been the second best live stream so far, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming, and more to come, man. Great things coming. Saul Canelo Stand Up is your boy. Peace. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all just coming in here a little bit late, man. We're about to wrap this up, but still, smash that like button, man. You know what I mean? Watch it on the repeat. But please smash that like button, man, because we're about to get up out of here. We've been here for almost 2 hours. It's not bedtime. It's definitely dinner time, man. Your boy is hungry. It's been a phenomenal live stream. I appreciate y'all. But I'm definitely about to get up out of here because your boy is hungry. But this was great, man. This was fun. I had a good time, man, chopping it up with y'all, man. A, Dell, Trey, I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all subbed up, join the family. But might do another live stream tomorrow, man. So holla at your boy, man. Talk Nation, stand up as your boy. Y'all stay blessed, stay humble, stay motivated, protect yourself at all times, guard up and mask up. Why? Because it's a war going on outside and ain't nobody safe from it. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace and love.